6-year-olds save the world once again. Yay! And the powers of the crystals have been restored. Light and dark work together to defeat darkness. I don't know if that exactly makes sense, but okay. And an energy called hope divides the light and the dark. Where does this hope come from? Oh, well, it's in the next paragraph, apparently. I love that 3D effect that they got going there with the stars, you know? For an NES game, it's like, whoa, I mean, how'd they do that, you know? I'm just fascinated by ancient technology, I guess. It's so simple. It's probably just as simple as, like, some equation or algorithm or whatever. Oh, the light comes from where the sun doesn't shine. Oh, no, the light shines on you with hope. Okay, sorry, I misread that. I'm dyslexic today, apparently. Oh, and they got that spiraling effect? Whoa. I'm just fascinated by that in an NES game. Well, a Famicom game, I guess, really, but... And we go out into space and we die. No. Okay, everyone, let's go home. Thanks for bringing us back to life. We did it! I knew 6-year-olds could save the world. Heck, half of us are 6-year-olds. We got Algus and no, not Algus. What was his name? Whatever. The Prince of Salonia. And then we got Sarah. She's, well, maybe a little older than 6, maybe 8. If you're 21 years old, you're like a battle-hardened veteran, or, you know. And let's bring Curly back to the other 3 Stooges. Nya, 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 nya. Sorry, my Curly impression is a little off. I haven't watched it in like 10 years or something. Man, I'm getting old. Yeah, we'll train with you guys. We're freaking ninjas. Okay, what was that guy's name again? I forget. It wasn't Algus. Alice. I missed one letter in the name. Sorry. I was just thinking of... wasn't Algus the name of that bastard traitor in Tactics? Oh, whatever. And now we have a much faster airship. Thank you. So that way we can get through the ending, finally. Let's fly to the credits sequence a little faster this time. The Nautilus, that's the name of the airship. Oh, we actually get to see the inside of it. Well, it's pretty tiny for an airship, but well, I guess it works. And we're returning to Canaan, and oh yeah, Desh is going back to his girlfriend. Oh yeah, by the way, Serena, you see, I'm an ancient. I'm about 10,000 years old. Is that okay? Don't hug in front of the people. Why not? What's wrong with oh, that kind of hugging. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. Stop hugging me. Oh no, not in public. You're showing off your hugging skills? Wink, wink. Don't let her get you under her thumb. Shut up! Yeah, you gotta show her who wears the pants in this house, I guess, or whatever real men do. I don't know. Not me, that's for sure. And Sarah wants to come back with us to Ur, because it has such a better sounding name than Sassoon. Not really. What kind of name is that for a village? Ur. Yay, we're home. We did it! Now, can we come back home? Can you, like, put up with us now after you kicked us out of your house at the beginning of the game? Hey! He's my boyfriend! And we restored, well, not exactly restored light to the crystals, but we saved the world. That's enough. What's going on back there? The crystal is returning to its rightful place, what, in space? Hey, that rhymed. I love making rhymes. And this is the only sort of cutscene in the game, I guess, or something like that. And it's an earthquake! Oh no, someone's taken the power of the earth crystal again! No. No, you see what happened, they didn't really explain it too well at the beginning of the game, but when Xande caused all those earthquakes or whatever, it sunk the other crystals into the earth. That's why every crystal we found was in some sort of cave or whatever underground. Originally, apparently, they were above ground in some sort of temple or whatever like that. Like, that's why the first cave was called the Altar Cave, because that used to be the altar where the wind crystal was, but then it sunk into the ground and all that. So, and we got a sped up version of the Final Fantasy theme with some percussion in it. It's a nice little beat to it for an NES game. Okay, well, as with most of my Let's Plays, it's time for my review of the game. For the graphics, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I mean, they had some pretty cool spell animations. Like, I really like what they did with the kill spell. That was so cool. And Meteo in Final Fantasy 3, so much better than the one in Final Fantasy 2. I don't think I ever got a chance to show you that one, did I? But, I mean, the one in Final Fantasy 2 looked like the final boss was just throwing some rocks at you or something. But this one was really cool. I like how they did that. The enemy graphics, they were okay. I mean, nothing really special to me. I mean, even for an NES game. So, I mean, it was alright. I mean, better than average. The music, I give a 9 out of 10. I loved the Silk's Tower theme and the Forbidden Land Eureka themes. It actually had dedicated final boss music, which was wicked cool. I loved it. It had that really fast beat to it that no other NES theme could match with that, and I just love it. I mean, I'm just a big fan of the music in any game. I mean, that really makes or breaks so many games in general, and this one really did it for me. I loved it. Storyline, well, it was basically non-existent in this game, so it's kind of hard to give it a rating, really. I mean, it did have a lot of silly moments, like with those the Four Stooges there, and some other instances in the game. So, I mean, I love the silly moments. I mean, that's why I love the Super Nintendo games so much, like in the Final Fantasy games, or my next Let's Play, Chrono Trigger. Just so many silly moments in those games, you know? So, this game was fairly enjoyable. I mean, I'd give it a 7 out of 10 for the storyline. And finally, for the gameplay mechanics, well, they fixed a lot of the nagging programming errors, but it still had some balance issues, which it earns it an 8 out of 10, I'd say. I mean, I love how they implemented the spell chart system in this game, which really, and they fixed the intelligence bug from Final Fantasy 1. So, I mean, the magic user classes are actually useful for a change, which I really like. So it created a balance between the melee classes and the magic using classes. But the problem was between all the rest of the classes were pretty unbalanced, because there were so many classes that just weren't useful at all, really. Like the Bard Job class, for example. Completely useless. Geomancer wasn't that useful. The early Summoner job classes, like Conjurer and, well, the Summoner himself, you know, just not really that useful, you know? I mean, there's just clearly better options, which I don't like, but oh well. I mean, fortunately, most of this was, and they also gave us classes far before we could even use them, which was stupid, but I understand that that was fixed in the DS version, and Final Fantasy V helped with that, so. But that LP is going to be several months away, so. Alright, well, that's all for Let's Play Final Fantasy III. I hope you've enjoyed it. Next time on Let's Play, But wait, a bonus episode. I'm going to hack the Onion equipment into my inventory and max out my levels so Onion Kids will actually be useful. So this is HC Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.